Hi, you're here with Mr. Canada, and today we're looking at indices. Some people call them exponents, powers. They have a wide variety of names. It's our I actually inside of BidMass, right? So it's our I inside of BidMass. Or if you use BedMass, it's the E for exponents. Or some people like to say BODMass, which O means other. So lots of different ways to see that one representation. Because in indices or exponents or other, there's, well, a lot of stuff that we can kind of slam in there. So as you can see, we're going to learn how to list square numbers up to 15 times 15. So you can just start to remember your perfect squares. We can know the cubes of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10. So our perfect cubes. Find the square root of a number. So we're going to learn how to take the cube root and higher. And also do, well, what happens if we have 2 to the power of 24? How do we actually do that on a calculator? We're going to talk about the law of indices, and inside of that, there's a lot of different ways to simplify our expressions. Okay, that can involve algebra or just plain numbers. We'll get some estimating done, so teach you how to actually estimate values of square roots without a calculator. Crazy. And lastly, we'll do some fractional negative indices. So, what are indices? Well, an index, or exponent, the plural is indices, is a way of showing how many times a number is multiplied by itself. So, it doesn't matter what our index is, it's still going to be multiplication for our base number. Okay? So, how it can be will change based on what our index is. Okay? So, our base number is always our big number, so keep that in mind. It might just be called the base, right? So, it might just be referred to as the base. And index, we could also say power. We can also say the exponent, right? So those are the three typical ones you'll see. And as I said, how do we say it? Well, we say 2 to the power 3, 2 cubed, 2 to the 3. There's a couple other kind of lesser known ones, but those are the standards. And what does it mean? Well, 2 to the power 3, like I said, the 3 is just telling us how many times we multiply 2 by itself. So we multiply it 3 times. Okay? You don't ever multiply by your exponent. You multiply your base number. So as soon as, if you see your exponent inside of what your multiplication, you've done something wrong. Okay? So it's just an identifier.